What's up everyone, V here, and today, to celebrate the release of Black Panther Wakanda Forever, coming out this week, I believe, well actually when this video drops, it'll probably be the day that the movie releases, because, yeah, it's coming out Thursday, so, yeah, I planned this out horrifically. My plan was to review a bunch of Black Panther figures building up to the release of Wakanda Forever. Yeah, I failed that. I'm a little busy recently, but yeah. So to celebrate Wakanda Forever dropping, I decided to go back and review a bunch of my Black Panther figures. Don't worry, I'll just review the rest of them after Wakanda Forever. I'm seeing it not Thursday night, because they only had double features, but I'll see it Friday, which is dope. Because Black Panther is one of my all-time favorite superheroes. From the second I saw him in Earth's Mightiest Heroes, I just loved him. I loved his look, I loved his style. I always liked cool, masked, stealthy characters, and he fits that to a T. And oh, I loved it so much. So, like, I've been a fan of Black Panther for like 10 plus years now. He's the one comic character that I've read the most comics for. I've read 4 Black Panther comics. I know, right? I don't really read comics too much because I never know where to dip my toes into. But I read 4 comics from the Black Panther. Like, I think is the 2018 release, or it might have been 2016. I don't remember. Yeah, the only other one that I've actually read is Spider-Man 2099. So yeah, but whenever I saw that he's going to be in the MCU, I lost it. Second I saw him in the Civil War trailer, I was going insane. I was so hyped to see him. I was more hyped for Black Panther than Spider-Man, because seeing Black Panther in live action, which is so cool. Chadwick Boseman, phenomenal as T'Challa. Rest in peace. He did a great job. It just sucks we weren't able to get more T'Challa. But the T'Challa we got was pretty good. Kind of dipped, not gonna lie. I think Civil War he was at peak because like him going out for like revenge was dope as hell. And this is also my favorite look for Black Panther. So yeah, this is the Marvel Legends Captain America Civil War Giant Man Build-A-Figure Wave Black Panther. This is the original version of this figure. If you're wondering what I mean by that, this isn't the first time this isn't the only time this figure's been released. He's actually been released 3 times. 5, I believe, if you count the reuse for the majority of this figure for T'Chaka, because T'Chaka I think uses the waist up and the arms and not the head. Because I think he has different legs and a different head. I know he has a different head. But, yeah, so this figure's been released 3 times. I think 3 times is too many. This figure has a lot of issues that I'll point out. Like, nothing that kills the figure, but, like, little nitpicks. This is what the original package looked like, if we can focus in on this. The Civil War packaging, as you can see there. Then he was re-released back in 2019, I believe, for the second wave of Black Panther figures with, I think, updated paint, because this one's kind of got like a rose gold-esque silver. I'm not sure if that's correct, but it's not as strong of a silver. I'm just gonna lay him down. This one fixed that and gave him a different head. I don't think there's no problem with the head he has. It just needed face tech, but new head. And then he was re-released again in 2022. I mean, it looks good. I mean, the silver looks phenomenal. But, like, 2022? And all they did was give him 2 new hands. Every time they made the silver brighter and then gave him, like, another accessory. But it's like, I think this guy needs to be retired. At least remold the torso and head. Then I'll be down. But no. So, I don't know, Train. I don't know if there's like an SH Figure Arts version. No, it probably is. I don't know if there's a Marvel Select version of this figure. I'd like a more accurate 6-inch representation of this look because this is my favorite Black Panther look. Oh, Train. I love living next to train tracks. But yeah, let's take a look at his 2 accessories. Yeah, this guy doesn't come with much, as you saw in the pic. He comes with Giant Man's like leg, because you know it's the Build-A-Figure, and it's a long boy right there. I still haven't bought. I still haven't finished Giant Man. They re-released him in like a set by himself, I think in 2018. Also, fun fact: if you want a really cool MCU Build-A-Figure, but you do not want to buy the wave, just wait like 2 years and they'll release the figure on its own, completely built with better paint apps. That's how I got Vulture. That's how I got Thanos. Both Thanoses. That's how I got Hulkbuster. And I got Ultron, but I actually owned the original Ultron, but I got it discounted for like $50. So yeah, there's not much there. It's got some nice details though. I'd love to complete them. Double jointed knee, hinge, and a bit of a rocker. That's about it. But now let's get into the accessory I actually like. It's the T'Challa head. I feel like this is a really great T'Challa head, considering the fact that this was before the face tech. This looks exactly like Chadwick Boseman. Like whenever like comparing it to like the face tech T'Challa you get with this guy, that one's god awful. And I think it honestly does look a little bit more like T'Challa than some of the newer ones. This is the Civil War look. The other ones I think are the Black Panther and Infinity War looks, which sucks that we couldn't get like a face tech version of this head because I mean look at that. I feel like that could like give that some face tech, and that would look really great. I bet if you put like a skilled painter in there, that'd get like a really nice head. I bet someone's done it, but I don't know. I haven't looked it up. But yeah, look at that. You can recreate the scene. Oh wait, hold on. I gotta grab him. Hold on. Okay, first off, here's the other T'Challa head I have. Look at how bad that is. Jesus Christ. But yeah, I've never even done this, but like you could like whip out Zemo and like you can have like the full scene with them together. Where it could be like, you almost killed the wrong man. He's like, hardly an innocent one. And then, you know, he starts getting all suicidal and is like, yeah, I want to kill myself. You know, typical white boy problems. And then he's like, vengeance has consumed you. It's consuming them. I'm done letting it consume me too. And then, you know, he's like, the living are not done with you yet. Man, he was so cool in that movie. If COVID didn't happen, I would have written an essay, because I had an idea. I was going to write an essay about that and that scene with, like, Zemo and T'Challa, because I do think that's a brilliant scene. Great dialogue. Like, I love when you can have a moment with, like, a hero and a villain, and they're just talking it out. Because, like, T'Challa realistically should want to kill him. He killed his father. But he's staring at him, and he puts the claws away, puts his mask down, just lays it out, and just straight up says, you know, I'm done letting vengeance consume me. And then when Zemo goes to, like, shoot himself, try to escape it, he's like, boom, gotcha, bitch. You suffering in jail for your horrific crimes, because that's true justice. Let's go. Man, can you tell I really like Black Panther and Civil War? We should probably get to the goddamn figure. Because, yeah. Before I got sidetracked with all that, I sadly don't have a Clint, so, you know, I can't recreate the I don't care scene, but, you know, I can pretend Hawkeye's there. You know, if they were to just release the wave. Bro, I can't find that Disney Plus wave that has a Hawkeye figure. I want all the figures in it. Anyway, let's get to T'Challa. My king. Let's get the brightness up a bit, because, you know, it's hard trying to get lighting for him, because, you know, my lights are atrocious, so if you're not, like, brightly colored, then again, Iron Man was having trouble. Maybe my lights just are mean to me. But yeah, here's the head sculpt. And I think I said it earlier, but why I wanted the head sculpt remolded is that I feel like it's too, like, menacing. If you look at it, it looks like he just wants to, like, murder you. and like tear your heart out and watch you bleed to death. When you bring in the actual mask, like it's got like hints of like, yeah, menace to it, but it also has like a softness to it that this one doesn't have. So like it'd be cool to have like a better one that like encapsulates that. But the details on this one are great. I love all the different textures in the Black Panther suit. It's also one reason why it was miserable to make drawings of him, because he's just so detailed. But oh, I love this design so much. I love all like the sharp angles, because I think the other one, yes, bringing this disappointment, he's got way more curves to him, and I prefer the angular look of this one. But like, yeah, the newer one I think has like stronger paint apps for the silver on his head. His eyes, they're not the best painted in there. I think one of them's a bit wonky, but still looks great. Coming around to the back. Oh, I just love all that detail. And let's get to the other thing I have to complain about. His torso. Get in focus. Focus. There we go. Because, let me pull up another picture. Here's what his chest looks like. Here's what this one's chest looks like. Notice anything about it? Yeah, they just straight up, like, I think this was, like, maybe based off early concept art, I'm not 100% sure, but he's got, like, the necklace going all the way down the middle like that, and that's really inaccurate, and I think this is a separate piece because it's rubbery, but they didn't fix it on either of them. Either of the three, they didn't fix it. Like, they really needed to remold the torso. Because also, he's got, like, a more, like, it goes into, like, a bicep joint down there. But, like you saw in the pic, his chest is a lot more smooth. Like, there's not, like, very, like, pronounced muscles. It's a lot more smooth on it, you know, like an actual suit would be. And also, he's got a lot more different tones of black and gray on him, but I wouldn't expect Hasbro to put all that effort into it like that. But still, you know, it'd be cool if they were to remold it, because I feel like if they were to make a new figure, they don't even need to make new legs or arms. They just need to make a new, like, body and head, and I feel like you could get a phenomenal T'Challa. That being said, the details in the chest fit. I'm having a hard time focusing. But, like, the details... Oh, we're, like, way too zoomed in. That's why it's a little iffy. But, like, the details on the chest, like, it looks great. I love all the different yeah, like, sharp angles on this chest and all the different, like, kind of textures. There's, like, something looks like it's written in there. Come down to here, you got the nice silver there. It does cut into it, but this one didn't have a cut into it. Oh, we'll get to that figure. But, yeah. And the back is insanely detailed. Look at all that. This is just a beautifully sculpted figure. He's got Flatty back there, sadly. And then that. I bet there's probably a way, like, get some, like, rubbing alcohol. You can get rid of that easy peasy. But, you know, it's annoying that they can't just put that on the feet. Coming down to the legs, because I want to make the final point dramatic. It's got more nice angles in there. Got some, like, giant bullet holes in there for those joints, but, like, yeah, you got a lot of nice... I just love all the angles on the suit. It looks great. You come down to the little toesy woesies. I love the two-toed look of it. Then it's outlined in silver, which looks great. But let's get to my main problem with this figure. Notice how his arms are, like, constantly in, like, oh, I'm about to scratch you look. Yes, because that's how far they go down. They don't go down any further. It's really annoying because, like, let me just bring in 3 random figures. Here's that other T'Challa. Here's this guy. And here's Zemo. All of their arms are, like, flush against their body. His are, like, stuck out. And I hate... Like, the only way to make them look kind of flush is if you do that. But, like, I hate arms that, like, just stick out of the body. It honestly makes really great figures kind of not as good. Like, I think I mentioned it in the Iron Man review. Go check that previous review out. But yeah, because he also has that kind of thing going on. Like, I think it's because, like, they made that come out too far, and then the bicep just crashes into it, so it can't go all the way down. That sucks. That being said, though, his arm detail, again, is phenomenal. All that nice angular look. And then you got like the nice silver there coming down to his claws, which are nicely painted silver. Oh, they even painted the knuckles. Hard to see because it's refusing to focus, but like, yeah, that looks great. He doesn't have any other, hands, but what other hands do you need? He's gonna be scratching. He's Black Panther. Like, oh, I just love this design of Black Panther so much. And even though I bash this figure, I genuinely love it. It's in like the first 10 Marvel Legends I ever got. One of the first 10, and I just have so many fond memories of this guy. I love it so much. I remember the exact day I got it. It was like the third Civil War figure. I think it's the last one I needed, and I remember going to Target, finding it, getting it out of the box. I do remember vividly being upset about the arm thing, but even though that was a problem, I still love it, dude. And I love it way more than the other Black Panther figure. Articulation, let's just run through it quickly. Head goes down that far, up about that far, rotates, a little bit of bob. Doesn't really go up that far, sadly. Another thing they could fix. Rotates, upper bicep rotation, double jointed elbow, hinge in and out, rotates, ab crunch goes that far forward, that far back. It's really clicky. I kind of like that. Because with the click, it's not going to get super loose like my goddamn Zemo. Oh, that's rough. Not the MCU one, I don't even think it mattered. I mean, you're not getting any articulation out of that because of the whole coat, but like the comic one, the one from 2014, it's also my first Marvel Legends figure I've ever got. But yeah, waist rotates, can't really kick that far forward, and can kind of kick back because, flat. T'Challa should be caked up, honest to God. Hashtag give T'Challa more cake. He can kind of do the splits, though. I mean, not the best, but, it gives you what you want. Tight thigh rotation. I think it's tighter on that one than the other leg. Double jointed knee. Hinge up and down. A little loose on mine, but I think that's just because of the age, because this is the 2016 figure. He's like, what, 6 years old now? Oh, Jesus Christ. Time really flies, doesn't it? And an ankle rocker. So yeah, he's got really nice articulation. Honestly, I would kind of want to pick up one of the newer ones just to see what it's like. I might, if I ever get a job. One of the stores got to accept my application, but yeah, I want to kind of get the newest one, so it has the hands, the new head, and the updated paint, just see what it's like. Who knows, it might actually be an insanely better figure compared to this. Time for size comparisons. Sorry this video is running a bit late. This is my third time taking it, recording it, and they were way shorter, but man, I just wanted to gush about T'Challa. The other ones, I kind of just kept it about the figure, but this isn't just a review about this figure. It's just me talking about T'Challa, Black Panther, one of my favorite superheroes. Definitely top 5. I don't really know the top 5. Iron Man, Moon Knight, and Spider-Man are also in it, and Hulk. I could probably get it out right now. Iron Man, Spider-Man, Moon Knight, Black Panther, Hulk. Okay, there we go. It wasn't so hard. Here he is next to his other wave mates, the Captain America, that sucks, and Iron Man, who was my first Iron Man Marvel Legends, and he lost his shoulder. Yeah, some of these figures have been through hell, especially if they're that old. Jesus. Zemo. Let's get Zemo in his mask and pray I don't break the figure. Dude, I gotta tell you, dumbbell joints scared the hell out of me. After I broke the head off my Spider-Man right out of the box, I got, here's next Zemo. But, I broke it right out of the box. So I tried to swap it with the Peter Parker head, and it snapped off. So, yeah, now I'm terrified about dumbbell joints. Here he is next to obligatory Foundation and Death Watch Mandalorian for a Star Wars Fortnite comparison. Here he is next to Transformers for a Shockwave, and Batman for a McFarlane comparison. Batman's to the Riddler because, it's a full black suited character with pointy ears, matched T'Challa's vibe. And then Moon Knight. Now let's get to the Black Panther comparisons. Here he is next to the, I think it's, Metals diecast T'Challa and the Disney Infinity T'Challa. All of these are of this look. Oh, I love it so much. I'd get a Hot Toys of it, but I heard questionable things about the Hot Toys figure, I think. Now for some Black Panther comparisons. Here he is, next to the aforementioned boy here, the not as great T'Challa figure from the first Black Panther movie. Also going to be in the next review. Here he is next to the definitive best T'Challa figure of all time, in my opinion. That's in my collection. The 12-inch Black Panther Marvel Legends. I bet you didn't even know this existed, because they don't do these anymore. If they were to scale down this figure into 6-inch scale, it would be the perfect Black Panther. But no, we have this instead. I mean, they're probably like the exact same mold. It's just the height difference made it way better. No, they're not. There's way more different articulation joints. But still, scale that down and be the perfect T'Challa figure. Here he is next to the 2018 Walmart exclusive comic T'Challa. I'd kill to get that new one. It looks really great. And finally, here he is next to the Marvel Select comic T'Challa. Great figure. Most of these figures are great. So overall, would I pick this figure up? Well, I did, so yeah. But, like, would I pick it up? Hell yes. It's a great figure. Even with its flaws, I still love it. Like, messing around with it, since I haven't messed with it a lot, since I haven't messed with it in a while, messing around with it, I had a blast. I had a blast messing with it. Yeah, it's got some problems, but if you can overlook those certain problems, it's still a really fun figure. Definitely pick it up. I doubt it's hard to find it. There's 3 of him. So, yeah, definitely get the most recent one. That's probably going to be the best one. It's probably going to have the best silver paint apps, the most accessories. And yeah, also M'Baku. M'Baku's one of the figures that was a Build-A-Figure, but then they re-released it later on its own, in the same wave that they released this guy for the 3rd time. So in conclusion, if you like a Build-A-Figure but hate the wave, wait a couple years. You'll get an even better repainted version of it for cheaper. But yeah, pick this guy up. It's cool. If you like this T'Challa design, I definitely recommend it. If you like T'Challa, pick it up. It's a cool figure. Yeah, it's got some problems, a little bit of inaccuracies, but I love it. And I love T'Challa. How many times am I going to say that? If you want a less positive review, just you wait till this guy, which will be next. Definitely will be after Wakanda Forever, so keep in mind. I'll try not to spoil it, but who knows. So, yeah, like, subscribe. Sorry this video is so long. I like T'Challa a lot, and I just wanted to talk about him. So, yeah, go follow my Instagram, MoonKnightXO. We got pure chaos going on over there, like usual. And go check out my previous reviews. We got some Batman, we got an Iron Man. There's gonna be more Black Panther reviews coming up, so stay tuned and have a great day and peace out. What? Meow. What? There's something wrong with me.